after the first game that we lose. So I'm happy today because we show another face, and I think that we deserve to win this game. And for me, it's my first time that I will go to Wembley, so I'm very happy also for this.
Cole, this is what it's all about, isn't it? This is why you joined this football club for nights like this.
Yeah, of course. After the first game, it would be difficult, but yeah, to get the win and go to Wembley for the first time this season, it's gonna be a good day.
For you personally, to get on the score sheet, right? Did you come here tonight with a little bit of a point to prove after the first leg?
Yeah, I missed 3 setters in the first game, so it was always in the back of my mind coming into this game, but to score 2 and obviously go through to Wembley, the most important thing, so we're happy.
Axel, a great finish from you as well. How hungry were you out there tonight?
As I say, after the first game, we was all hungry, and the coach said that we have to push, to play hard, and he put me on the right back, and I tried to do my best. I helped the team, and I feel free on my side, sorry, and that's it.
What kind of message do you think this performance sends out about this Chelsea team and the direction that you're going in?
I hope we will keep this, because we have to keep this mentality in championship also, to win more games, and I think we are on the good way. We have to stay focused. Now we have another game Friday, so we have to rest, to stay focused, and to keep this mentality. Come on, bro.
He's got lots to say. It's an exciting occasion, but for you, Cole, finally, how much of an opportunity does this feel now to really do something special with Chelsea this season?
Yeah, we're not at the best of starts. Everyone knows that. There's no hiding it. But to go to Wembley, it's going to be a big day. Great opportunity to get a trophy, and yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Well done to the both of you tonight. It's been a great team performance. But if you wouldn't mind doing the honours, you are the player of the match, Cole. Well done.
Congratulations, Cole.
Could have been you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Two members are very happy.
Yeah, they were a lot more aggressive than the last game 2 weeks ago, and they had joy. But what they did well, they were clinical. 2 weeks ago they had 3 good chances with Palmer, and they didn't take it. And today they punished Middlesbrough when they made a mistake, and that was the big difference.
Because actually all season, a lot of games this season, we've talked about maybe starting to see a pattern under Pochettino, maybe them having more possession and their expected goals being quite decent in games, but they're not taking those chances.
Yeah, I think how many times I've watched them and said to you, I've pulled my hair out thinking they just need a number 9, just need that finisher in the final third, but can't be critical of that today. Scored 6, and the objective at the start of the game was get themselves to the final. So, yeah, they were very much on the money. But there's a part of me, though, he's sat here thinking they've got themselves to a final, but it still feels like they're not at the final. The vibe at the ground wasn't quite what I expected, to be honest. I thought it would have been more upbeat. So there's still a little bit of work to do here and to get that association back with the fans, I think.
To see some of the celebrations of the players, let's talk to Mauricio Pochettino. Congrats.
Very clinical, I think, in front of the goal, and we missed the game, the first leg. We were very disappointed because I think we didn't get the result that we deserved on Middlesbrough. Today, I think we were really good, and we were clinical in the last third, and I think that is why the difference.
Cole Palmer won Player of the Match today. He is so versatile for you. I mean, you use him in so many different ways.
Yes, he's a player with an amazing talent, and I think he's a player that understands the game. He has the quality and the talent to see the situation, analyze the situation, to read the game in all the aspects. And I think he's a player that is so versatile, can play from the right, can play from the from like a striker or in behind the striker. I think it's very dynamic. We try to give, to some freedom for him to move and to, because it's this type of game that he can, in every single situation, he can find the best position to help the team in of course in possession. And then for me, one of the most characteristic and most important is when we don't have the ball, is in the way that he presses with the aggressivity and how he's capable to the intuition, sometimes to get some ball back. And I think he's a very talented player, still young, but I think he's doing fantastic for us.
Mauricio, you mentioned there that you've got a lot of players that are young. You've got yourself to a final, but what would winning do to this group and to you as the project as well, leading that?
But I think it's really important because sometimes we cannot split, the history of Chelsea. The amazing player is sitting there, and now when you see the team, of course we are young and we need to grow. And this type of games, semi-final, even if you play against Middlesbrough, because always it's difficult, is a good experience for our young player, and of course it's about to grow. It's going to help us to get the experience that we need to compete in our best. And of course, step by step, we are building a very good team. The mentality is very good. We have the talent, but only we need time to put all in place and start to perform in the best way. And then I think the performance from the beginning of the season after 6 months, I never was disappointed with the performance. I think we were disappointed because we were not clinical in front of the goal. But I think about the attitude, about performance, the team is doing well. And then today is our 9th game that unbeaten, and it's really important. I think you put some data, before the game that I saw from my manager room that how improve from last season. I think the team that is all the credit of the play, but at the same time, it's a new project. We different building a team. Sometimes it's normal to play worse than we were, playing, but we are playing well, but sometimes we didn't win. That is why we drop a little bit in our confidence. But now I think that is going to be a big boost for us. It's true that we don't have too many time to prepare the game against Friday in Aston Villa. Aston Villa is preparing the game against us, and we are shortly about that. With many circumstances, again, too many issues, I think we are doing fantastic. I cannot complain. Only the people need to believe, need to trust in us. And of course, now going to the final, why not? The possibility to win the first title of the season.
Mauricio, Ben Chilwell lasted until the 65th minute. So how good was it to have him back? And how did he pull up after the 65 minutes?
No, I think it's really good because he's one of our captain, the quality. But the same, we have Chile, and was difficult to use him, during the whole season, in 6 months and a half or 7 months. And now we need to manage because more than 60, 65 minutes is difficult to cope him with the demand of the game. That is why now we need another period for him to try, to arrive in his best form that can cope with 90 minutes. But I think we know what we are doing. He's very good, and I think today add to the team the experience and the quality. I'm so happy to recover this type of player because we are going to get the benefit.
Mauricio, congratulations getting to the final, scoring 6-0. The game you played today, the team is improving step by step. But how frustrated is it that you get a goal against and not keeping a clean sheet?
I was really upset. Because I think we need to learn from that. I think we need to play seriously until to the end. But it's true, and you know very well because you were there inside to the pitch. But sometimes, yes, it looks like you won after seeing that they finished the game. And sometimes you can make some mistake because you lose a little bit of focus. And in this case, for me, I am disappointed. I think we are all disappointed because concede a goal always is not good. But because we are a team that we need to use every single second in trying to improve, and we cannot miss this type of action that we are building. When we start to build and with the space and the capacity that we have, we need to be more focused. Very disappointed, Jimmy. Yes, didn't kill my happiness, but I think I was a little bit disappointed when I finished the game.
Can you now sit back and relax and watch tomorrow night?
Sorry?
Can you now sit back and relax and watch the other semi-final tomorrow night? Not bothered about who you face?
Yes, of course. Now, not too much relaxed, because tomorrow, I think, like always, 6 o'clock, we are leaving to the training ground, on the training ground, working, and of course preparing the Friday, the FA Cup. That is going to be important for us also, because it's another competition that we want to be, and another chance to go through. We need to prepare the game. Friday is soon, and no time to be relaxed.
Well, if you have to be at the training ground for 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, we'll let you go, Mauricio.
6:30.
Oh, well, that half an hour makes all the difference. Thank you, Mauricio. Take care. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It is big for him, isn't it? I thought that the answer, he can be saved for 6 months, trust the process, and this is the direction we're going in. But every step of that way, you've got to have some milestones to keep people believing.
Yeah, and also Chelsea, we can't ignore the history of what the fans have been used to. So to say believe in it, that is difficult. But he gave us a lot of time there, and he was very honest about that, and he's happy. And they are in a cup final now, and they play Aston Villa, as he said, in the FA Cup. But as long as he's happy with the project they're building, and I'm sure he'll be nudging Mr. Bowley as well, saying, look, even though we've spent a lot, I still want certain experienced players, that number 9 role. And that will make a massive difference. But on today's performance, he's happy, and you have to agree as well.
You know how managers think, don't you? So honestly, Joy in a final scored 6 goals, and you went with the one they conceded.
Yeah, because
and a striker.
And a striker. But having my manager's hat on, it is important to keep a clean sheet. I bet you that the goalkeeper is going to be very, very angry that he got a goal against. But not a lot of games you're going to be 6-0 up. Yeah. There might be a game that you're 1-0 up, and it has to become a habit that you keep clean sheets. And that's why I asked that question. And if it breeds to your team, clean sheets, you're going to be successful. So that's why my question.
Do you think as well that just by giving themselves a chance of winning this trophy, that infuses greater belief around the club in the project?
Yes, I think that's key. That you've got to have along the way little steps of progression. You've got to be able to. It's got to be visible. It's got to be viable, and this is one of them. Making it to a cup final, showing the supporters also within that dressing room, creating more belief and saying, look, you keep doing what we're instructing, still believing in the process. There are potential rewards at the end of it, and the reward is now they've got a trip to Wembley. And they went out there tonight and did a job. And we all sit back and go, look, Chelsea should have done it and should be in the final. Middlesbrough put up a really good fight. I'll go back to what Jimmy said earlier on, was that what Middlesbrough did was remarkable to get to a semi-final of the League Cup. They're up against it. Things didn't go well tonight, but they will go away with their heads held very, very high. But for Chelsea, now it's about that next step again.
And does that involve trying to bring a player in the transfer window?
I've said not to bring a player in. I've said calm it down. A lot has happened in the last 18 months. Look, I don't know Mauricio's plans, if he needs a player or if he wants a player. But looking from outside in, a lot has happened over the last 18 months. A lot of movement, a lot of changes. So why I'm saying don't bring nobody in, just calm it down, work with what you have. They are in a final, great opportunity. If they can win that, they're in Europe. Yeah? Okay, the Premier League has not really gone as well as they wanted, but it's a work in progress. If they can win the cup, get into Europe, it's been a good season.
But they're only 4 points off 6th at the moment. So far the Premier League hasn't gone to plan.
Yeah.
But there's still time. There's still time for this team to grow, right? So that process, like even previously, like Jose Mourinho, when he was manager of this club, he talked about that first trophy, wherever he's been in England. That first trophy, winning the League Cup, was so important because it created a momentum, it created belief within the squad. And that could have the effect on a team like Chelsea. Going into the cup final, winning the cup final, that could be the springboard that they desperately need to catapult them towards a European place.
6 goals